Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2, doing 5 days of straight videos. It's also a collab with my friend Kelly at Rebel Rose Co. Here's her info. But yes, we're doing 5 videos. We have done a challenge in the past, and it was the listing challenge we did. So I'll link that below if you guys are interested in seeing that. We also had yesterday's video, and I will be linking that below as well. But I am so excited for this video actually, because it's the first video that I crunched numbers and planned and everything. So this is gonna be my top 30 highest dollar sales of all year, of all of 2021. I'm gonna share with you the gross and net profit and the sale price and all that good stuff, and with the fees taken out, and give you all the information. This is the first time I've ever done that, so I'm low-key proud of myself, but we'll see how it goes. Every sale's over $100, and my highest grail sale is almost $400. I think it's like $380, $390 or something like that. But you have to see these brands. The reason I'm making this video is because you guys have to pick these items up, especially if you see them. For how many times before I knew these brands that I saw them and passed them up in the thrift store or anywhere that I was sourcing, whether it was retail arbitrage, thrift store, online sourcing. A lot of these are niche streetwear brands, a few of them, especially the grilled items, so a lot of people probably don't know them, and I really want you guys to know them to pick these items up and make an incredible profit. So if you do want to see this video and are interested on how I did for the entire year for my top 30 items, then stay tuned. So the first item that I got, guys, and I remember mostly like in my head how much I bought each item for, but again, I say in all my videos, my average cost of goods for the entire year is around $5. Even if I paid like 40 bucks for something, it averages out to $5. So I would say from this, just keep in mind my cost of goods was from $5 to $10. I took like $5 to $8 out of each one for the final profit, but just keep that in mind. It's not like a crazy amount, but my cost of goods is pretty low. So a lot of this stuff too I got for free from donations from friends. I posted on Facebook during COVID, like I'm willing to pick up porch pickups if you guys want to get rid of stuff and donate the rest on your behalf. So it went really well. So the first is a Bape hoodie. I think I got this for like 14 bucks or something like that at a really good Goodwill where I always find designer. And it sold for $350 after shipping, fees, eBay fees and everything that was on eBay. I made $288.27. And let me just tell you, I died. And in the same week, I found this. I found an off-white pullover, the same store, on the same rack as that. And it sold for also $350. But the next one, I don't know how to pronounce. It's Jacquemus, it's French. Jacquemus, dress. And it was a gorgeous fringe dress that sold for $325 on Poshmark after fees and I think a shipping discount. If there was a shipping discount, I'm gonna put it on the screen, but like after fees and all shipping discounts, this is my profit. I made $260 on that. So woo! Oh my gosh, okay. I really didn't realize how much I was making until now, so my goal next year is to definitely really keep up on bookkeeping, so I can really at the end of the year say like, I made this, I made 6 figures, hopefully. And no, yeah. So the next one to sell was a gorgeous Stella McCartney blue textured blazer. It was a wool blend, and I got this from Crossroads, and I paid $30 for it, and it sold on eBay for $225 after fees, shipping, cost of goods, whatever. I made $170.41. Next one, this Cabela's jacket. It's crazy, I bought this like 8 months ago, and I still remember how much I bought it for. I bought this, I know the exact store, I have the memory, I don't know. It's an actor's memory. The Cabela's jacket I got, it is like a hunting print camo jacket. So I sold it for $180 on eBay, and after all the fees and everything, I made $157.07. And I wasn't gonna pick this jacket up, I put it back, and then the last minute, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. So I paid up like 20 bucks. And I made a profit of $157.07. The next one is probably one of my favorite finds of the year. I think I got it for like 15 bucks. Pair of Chanel glasses. They're wraparound Chanel glasses, polarized with the crystal Chanel logo on the sides. No crystals were missing or anything. Had a few scratches of pre-owned wear, but overall incredible condition. Came with the original case, and I bought that for around $15, and it sold on Poshmark for $180. And I made $144 after fees, shipping, and all of that good stuff. And yeah, I had a pop-up farmer's market a few times throughout the past year, and those were at my farmer's market a few times, and everybody would look at them and try them on. So I would make sure no one stole them. Every time someone left the booth, I would make sure they're still there, or they were closest to me on the table. But they never sold. Oh, my friend's here, give me a second. So basically, I was on the Chanel glasses before I got rudely cut off. Just kidding. The next item, I don't know how to pronounce. Jose Bank or Jose Bank. I don't know if I'm like butchering that. I'm putting it on the screen, but it's a blazer, and I wouldn't really pick out. I would never have picked this up if I didn't lift the collar and see the tag. The MSRP said $450, and it's 100% camel hair with no flaws. It was so soft. And it sold. I listed it for $300 actually, and it sold 2 days later for $150. And I made $102.60 profit. Next item is an item that I got from Crossroads for probably $27 to $30. These are John Barbados leather ruched shoes, zip. They're gorgeous, they're hundreds and hundreds of dollars, probably two something they retailed for. And I listed them, but they were in my death pile. I had them for 6 months just sitting on my floor under my desk in my death pile. That just shows you if you get something that's gonna be great money and you don't list it, it's not gonna be good money. So basically, the John Barbados shoes sold for $130 on eBay. After fees, promoted listing fees, everything shipping, I made $86.66 profit. Next one is from the bins. I found this at the bins. This one bin that I really never go to. It's smaller, it's cleaner, which I like. But the down and dirty one has better stuff usually. They're both in LA. I'm lucky, I live 15 minutes from 2 different bins. So, Goodwill outlet. If you don't know what bins are, it's an outlet, you pay by the pound. In my last video yesterday, I'm gonna link it below. I went to the bins, I brought you with me, and I did a haul after. But yes, I get distracted, so sorry if I'm talking fast. But this is a Zadig and Voltaire. I don't know if I'm saying that right either. It's a gorgeous sweater with open crochet loose knit. It's like ombre-y vibes, multicolored, so soft and fluffy. And it sold for $176. Next one, I got for $17 at a council shop that was closing 50% off everything for 2 months. This was 6 months ago. I spent $500. It was a big buy for me. That's a big buy for me. And I got a lot of stuff. This Vanguard vest was nowhere listed online, nothing like it. So I just made up my own listing. I set my own price. And seriously, this vest sold for $250 on Poshmark. I paid $17. And after fees and everything as well, I made $200. The Alfred Sung dress is next. I actually got that for free from a donation from a friend. It sold for $129, and after all the fees, I made $103.20. $103.20. Next one is actually my favorite find of the year, I think, because it was just so shocking and I had no clue what it was, and I just made so much money on it from what I paid for it. I paid $4.99 for this at Goodwill. It's a brand called GGC Bikini. GGC is the brand, G-I-G-I space C, all capitals. And that's an example of something that I never knew, but I felt it and was like, this feels like something, so I looked it up. It was the bikini surf suit, and it retails for over $200. I bought it for $5, and it sold for $110 on Poshmark, and I made $88. So that was incredible. So now I'm gonna get into the Veronica Beard items. I've sold 5 blazers this year by Veronica Beard. 2 of them I paid up $60 for each. 2 of them I got for free, and 1 of them I paid $10. So it's just worth paying up. So I made $200 profit on the ones I paid $60 for, which is freaking crazy. And this is the first time I found this year. Veronica Beard blazer, the navy blue one. It sold for $178 on Poshmark, and I made $140.90. The next Veronica Beard blazer was absolutely incredible. It's double-breasted. It was my absolute favorite one. I was shocked. The quality of this was so thick. The Dickie blazers that's the kind of blazers that sell really well for Veronica Beard. But this one was a different one. It was a more rare one. It sold for $289 on Poshmark, and I made $231.20. Sorry if I'm looking at the paper like crazy. And the next 2 sold on eBay. The Veronica Beard blazer that had lace trimmed on the sides sold on eBay for $203.78, and my profit was $146.33, and just great. That was one of the ones I paid $60 for, I think, or around 40 to 60. And the next one I got for free, and it was 100% linen. That's why I was obsessed with it. Veronica Beard, and I found the stock photo was did it justice, which is great. But I was shocked. The one that sold for the most, I took the photo of myself on a mannequin. I was proud. So this is the Veronica Beard linen blazer, sold on eBay for $174. I made $131.73. Next one was a free item as well, donation. I was shocked. It was hideous. Ugh. This is Eric Javits visor. It's a visor hat, and it velcros in the back, but you can't say Velcro because you'll get flagged on eBay. You have to do a hook and loop or something weird like that. But it was a Velcro visor. I can't even speak, and I have to crack my back. Wait. Oh, do you hear that? Crazy. But this sold at Nordstrom's for over like, it's like 300 bucks in Nordstrom. So it sold for $150 on Poshmark and I made 120. And I'm not saying these prices like to brag or anything, like I'm just excited about it. I get excited when I make sales like everyone else does. But the main reason I'm making this video is to tell you guys that I didn't know about a lot of these items before I had gotten them or come into them for free or from a donation or bought them. And the next year go into this, memorize these brands because they're not going anywhere. They're not going out of trend. The next one is a pair of John Fluvog shoes. This is the only John Fluvog item I've ever actually found. Paid 30 bucks for it at Crossroads. This was like 8-9 months ago and I still remember how much I paid for it and I don't have it written down. I don't track my inventory by item, I do it by receipt and by each time I go, and by the end of the year, what I spend on thrifting and sourcing and whatever adds up and it evens out at the end of the year. I do it like that because I would rather spend time listing more than spending like 3 hours on a spreadsheet, which is that's what I do. So the John Fluvog shoes were really unique and they were so amazing. They had no flaws. This was for also $150 on Poshmark and I made 120. The next one I got for I think $8 or $9 at a store in LA that has everything from a movie or TV show. So this was worn from in a movie or TV show set. This is, I'm gonna say it wrong, Comme des Garçons. Ugh, I don't know what I'm saying. It might be wrong. So tell me in the comments if you need to pronounce something better and I'm not doing it right. So I sold this on eBay for $165.38 and I made $118.54, guys. What? Is that crazy? The next one I sold, actually got returned the first time and then sold again. I was nice and I didn't have to accept the return, but I was like, you know what? Good karma, and I might sell for more next time, and I was right. So sometimes you just gotta accept the return as part of the game of resale and everything, and e-commerce and retail and whatever. This is a Max Mara trench coat. I got this for $19. Again, this was like this was like January or February, I think, of this 2021, and I remember how much I got it for exactly, $19.99. Max Mara, it was a gorgeous, like, I think it was the houndstooth one, or plaid houndstooth, something. And it was a gorgeous, heavy sweater. It had alpaca in it, and it was a tie around the waist as well, all knit, and it was like a trench sweater coat. Sold for $145. After fees, cost of goods, everything, I made $116. So the next one I love too. The story about this next item, this Vivienne Tam skirt, was beautiful. It was lined, it was stretchy, it was mesh on the outside layer and then lined under it. But the mesh part had gorgeous embroidery. Like I thought it would be Johnny Was when I first saw it. But it was vintage Vivienne Tam. If you don't know the brand, Vivienne Tam, T-A-M. I actually have a slip dress that I have to list from that brand. But I went thrifting with my mom when that 50% off store closed out everything and I spent like $500. Next day I went back, like spent $300, then $200, and then like $150. I spent like 4 times. I spent like $1,000 there, but I've already made my money back. But she told me to pick this up. I wasn't going to, and I was like, okay, if you insist. And the picture I took of it is stunning. It's right here, and I paid under $10 for it, and it sold for $110 on Poshmark, and I made $88. And speaking of Johnny Was, next item is Johnny Was, and I got this at the same store. Got this for under $10 as well. I sold it for $135.85. It's this beautiful like see-through, like mesh embroidery look by Energy cardigan, and it's like really lightweight and it's super airy and breathable. And I made $97.65. I told my friend, I was like, I didn't realize how much I made on these items because I like not wasted so much money this year, but I wasn't good about bookkeeping. I did move into my own apartment. I did do a lot of stuff to grow my business, so that's where cost went. So I didn't have a lot of extra money, but now looking at this, growing my next year, I'm so excited to see what I can do with my business. So stay tuned on my YouTube channel because seriously, it's gonna be all documented and it's gonna be so much fun, guys. The next one, I had no clue what it was, but I picked it up because I was like, orthopedic shoes, those sound good. So I looked them up and they're so expensive. They're MBT shoes and I made $135, or I sold them for $135 on eBay and I made profit after fees shipping, $127.32. This next item I would never pick up again, but I mean, actually I probably would, but it's just rare it would sell this much. I had 2 of these that never sold and they sold for like 50 bucks. I got so lucky with this, I just priced it high AF. Adventure Bound leather jacket. And it has like a map on the inside. It was so stunning and so like unique. And it's real leather and it was like the Thinsulate technology. And it sold for $188.59 on eBay. And I made $147.49. And I think on that one I spent under like 15 bucks. I got it on a really good day, like half off at Goodwill. I think I got it like 2 years ago and never listed it up until like 6 months ago. It was just sitting in hanging in my old inventory closet in my last apartment. This next one is the last Veronica beard piece that I had. So I had overall 5 blazers that I sold this year. It was just a basic black one. I sent one to the Real Real and kept one. The Real Real paid me out $20 fucking dollars. and I sold it on my own on eBay, and I made $150, and then my profit was $125.23. The ReSeller has screwed me over so hard this year. It took 8 months to get my stuff back. They lost the box. They screwed me over. They played the games with me. I had to call 100 times. Probably spent 5 hours on the phone with them. I am literally gonna be making a real video review, and I'm kind of gonna trash them because that's what it was, but I'm not gonna like make a trash video. I'm gonna tell you the honest thing that happened, and I hope the ReSeller reaches out to me actually and tries to make it right after that if they see the video, because that is unacceptable, and they totally wasted so much of my time and kind of stole from me by losing my money and losing my box of rejected items and only paying me out like the price that they would want to sell it for. I could have made triple that if I sold it on my own. Such a scam. I know some people like the ReSeller, but my experience was not good. So if you do want to hear my experience with the ReSeller, please comment below and tell me, and I'll make sure if you guys want to and request, I'll do it sooner than later. Next one was such a great sale. So on Vine Street in Hollywood, the Goodwill was closing, sadly. I loved that one. I had good stuff. But I spent a half off. I think I spent $6 on these. It was the UGG zipped embroidery. I've never seen UGGs like this. Side zip, gorgeous embroidery down the side. Kind of ugly, but cute. It had mud on the bottom, and in the picture, I never like wiped off the mud or anything. It was like as is, and it sold for $140. I made $110.50. Ooh. So the last 4 items on here, I'm gonna do 2 from eBay, and then the last 2 are grailed, and they're huge items. One of them is an item I got at Clear the Rack Sale Nordstrom's last year, or a year and a half ago, and I listed it finally. But okay, so the last 2 eBay items are blue Doc Martens, super rare. I got these for $30 at a thrift shop near my mom's house, actually, that I go to a lot. I stop in if I'm around there. These were so unique. They were like clog style, really chunky heel, like a heel, not a heel, but like a platformy vibe. Men's Doc Martens. It's like the most weird shape. It had square toe, but like really cool, kind of like John Fluvog vibes. It sold for $149.80, and I made $94.20. Last pair was a brand that is like the biggest bolo of the year. I only sold it twice, but it literally is the biggest bolo of my year. Aviator Nation retails for insane amounts, and you would see the item and it's not even substantial like to think that it would be that much, but their puffer coats are like you would think are like insane amount, like they're substantial. Okay, so Aviator Nation, the first sweatshirt, I'm talking about the sweatshirt, but that's not this. Sweatshirt, the zipper was broken and it still sold for $50 on eBay. I got it at the bins. But this, I got for $9 at Crossroads. Aviator Nation sweatpants had a huge stain on the front leg. And I said huge stain. I used the word, I never use the word stain, I say mark, but for this I use stain. Sold for $129.60 on eBay with a stain. So I made $100.12 profit. Okay. The last items are grailed items, and this is what I mean by niche streetwear items. I don't know why my eyes did that, but Vince is not. But this is like the only one that I think like no one really knew that it was my reseller friend and messaged me about. Raph Simmons, R-A-F-S-I-M-O-N-S. He's like a more of a streetwear like niche, I said, designer. And his stuff retails for insane amounts. I found this pair of like scrubs. They looked like they felt like thin scrubs, and they were like cropped. I was like, what are these? Somebody had threw them back over the shelf, and every time, like over the rack at Goodwill, and every time I see that, I'm like, maybe it's good, and then they just put it back because they didn't know. So I pick it up, and most of the time the stuff is good. That's what happened to the Max Mara piece. It was the same thing. But this was thrown over. It was $4.99 at Goodwill. These just sold on Grailed to someone internationally for $386. I paid $5 for them, so my profit was $381, and the $386 includes shipping. That's why I'm saying I took that out and then made $381, and that paid for my power bill for like 2 months, so I was happy for it. The last item I'm gonna show you guys, I got from Nordstrom Clear the Rack Sale, and this is a Vince sweater. I'm really picky with Vince. Paid $30 for this, but the new with tag thing said like $400 or almost $400, and I sold that for $215, paid $30, so $185 was my profit. And yes, so my camera's about to die. Oh my god, I'm gonna end this really quick. But thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on Instagram, WhySoThriftyStore. I'll be here tomorrow again for Vlogmas Day 3. And if you guys know these brands or want to find these brands, comment below what you think. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope this was so helpful, guys. And subscribe, like, comment. Bye.